What is up, YouTube? Uh, got combo here and some test hands that I want to do with the new Blue Eyes support. Made a lot of videos on this deck already showing my deck. This version is kind of the fusion version of the deck I'm running. Like I kind of mentioned, even when I'm playing here, still the Spirit of Blue Eyes is the only thing I'm not sure I'm going to run two of. But I'm liking everything else with the deck. I like this version a lot better because not having to use Ancient Fairy Dragon or Ravine gives you more room for cards in the extra deck, in which I like running the Neos and the Tyrant. I don't. You're eventually not going to need Blue Eyes Ultimate, but I'll say in Omega there is some type of glitch where when you fusion summon Magia, it doesn't realize that you don't need a Blue Eyes Ultimate. You just need 3 Blue Eyes. So that's an issue with it for now, but hopefully they fix that soon. If not, I'm sure by the time it comes out in Master Duel and TCG, that won't be an issue. So anyways, starting with this hand, the first thing I want to do when I'm looking at this is probably might as well use Maiden's Effect to set, right? As I already have pretty much all I need in hand for full combo. This is easily full combo. I mean, just one of these cards is full combo, but this is going to be pretty much the full board, right? So first thing, let's go Maiden of White to set the True Light. And then we're going to go True Light's Effect. And probably just set another, is keep the other prayers in the hand for a follow-up, right? So probably just go ahead and set the Saga White. So before even using prayers, what I'm going to do first is I want to discard him. So whenever you have Neo in hand, you want to get him in the graveyard as soon as possible, so it gives you a chance of getting into Magia during your turn, right? And again, this hand, the only thing that was an issue is opening up with Rumble. Synchro Rumble, I search in my combo, so you really don't want to see it in your hand. So let's go Saga first to special summon a Blue Eyes. I run 3 in this deck. You only need 2, but I just love running 3. Now, since since the Blue Eyes special summon, now Maiden of White's going to trigger from graveyard to special summon. Okay. Now, since we have a Blue Eyes in the field, you can special summon Kaiser Seahorse, or Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Not going to use any of its effect. The only thing I'm relying on is to use it for link material to go into my link 1. So Spirit of Eyes of Blue. And then we're going to have chain 1 Spirit of Eyes of Blue, chain 2 Kaiser, because the Eyes of Blue adding is way more important. So we're dumping Chaos Max here off of Kaiser, and then adding the field spell while it's only in white. So when Neo Kaiser Seahorse hits the graveyard, it can dump any Blue Eyes monster, which I dump the Chaos Max. Sometimes if you get a really bad hand, you're going to need Neos to dump the Maiden of White, but I didn't need to hear it all. Now we're going to go ahead and activate Mausoleum of White, use its effect to target the link to send another Blue Eyes to graveyard. Okay. Now go ahead and use the link 1's effect to tribute itself to bring out a Blue Eyes. Okay. Now at this point, we don't want to go into Spirit yet. We actually want to get our other tuners. So we're going to go ahead and use Prayer's effect to discard the Saga because we already used it, so we don't need another one. Adding Ultimate Fusion plus your main starter. That's the most important card in the deck, is using Sage with Eyes of Blue. So you're going to normal summon Sage. And I didn't even normal summon yet. And I still have an extra normal summon. So adding him to add the extender. Master of Eyes of Blue is huge for this combo. So you got to run him. And it doesn't matter what build of this deck you need him. Just one of him, though, because he recycles himself. But if you happen to open up him, you saw with Sage of Eyes, I could have added the effect veiler. All right, so now before I proceed any farther, I want to use Prayers with Eyes of Blue effect in graveyard to banish itself. Target a Blue Eyes on the field, and then attach the Blue Eyes Ultimate. But once they fix this here, I would actually rather attach the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate, because then I have target protection in the graveyard, and I'm going to easily have more than 3 Blue Eyes in the graveyard before this combo's over to go into Magia. So you don't need him. You don't need the OG vanilla Blue Eyes Ultimate, but in here you do, because there's a glitch in the game. Okay, so adding that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go into our first Spirit using Sage plus Blue Eyes. Do not use Maiden. Keep Maiden on the field. You're going to see why when I need her in our combo. Okay. So now here, technically, you already got Magia, right? You got Magia. So if I got Magia here, I'm pretty sure I'm below the 5 summons. If not, I could have, since I saw, so if I saw Kaiser Seahorse in my hand, you're pretty much going to get Magia. So I could have fusion summoned in Magia with Ultimate Fusion here, and you're going to have it before the 5 summons, so you got protection from NIB. Right? I don't want to go into it just because, like I said, the game is kind of glitched. That if not only is it glitched with thinking you need Blue Eyes Ultimate, not 3 Blue Eyes, but if I do use Blue Eyes Ultimate, it should be just using Blue Eyes Ultimate plus Chaos Max is enough to make, that's enough to make Magia right there. But it doesn't understand that. The game doesn't understand it. So I'm going to wait to go into the combo here. All right, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to normal summon, activate Master with Eyes of Blue's effect to add back the Sage. Okay, and now we're going to use Spirit's first effect to go into Crimson. Usually you'd want this here because you need to add Synchro Rumble. I already have it in my hand. Now we're going to go into our second Spirit using the Master with the Blue Eyes on the field. Okay, and from here we're going to go ahead and tag out to go into the new Blue Eyes Spirit Ultimate Dragon. Now use Crimson to tag to make Stardust. Obviously, from here, you can save for a Calamity Lock, or you can make Cosmic. I think this Stardust is so much more important because it is protecting everything from destruction. So it's going to protect Blue Eye Spirit Ultimate from getting destroyed by end phase effective Blue Eye Spirit. Also, it's going to protect True Light if True Light attempted to get destroyed. Okay. So next effect, now we're going to use the Sage of Eyes of Blue effect in hand to target the Maiden. Quick effect of Maiden, because it was targeted, to special summon back the Sage that was just sent to Graveyard. So I'm going to put that there. This goes, and now you're going to get your Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. Blue Eyes Abyss effect to add Chaos Form. So this will follow up to OTK your opponent later. Okay, now we don't need a Blue Eyes no more. So actually at this point, Synchro Rumble is just an extra card that I didn't even need in this combo. So as you can see, this card is pretty resilient to hand traps, as I'm having some extra cards in my hand I didn't need. So now we're going to go ahead and use Master of Eyes effect to target the Sage, and then to special summon a Spirit onto the field. Okay, and now we're not done yet because of the way we opened up, what we're going to go ahead is we're going to get this into the graveyard a while. We're going to go ahead and use Ultimate Fusion to go into Magia, send back a Blue Eyes Ultimate, plus the Chaos, which isn't enough. That should be enough because, like I said, the games you see as it's glitched here. But what I would normally do here is just send back a Neos plus the Spirit, but it thinks I need 3. So I'm going to send back a Spirit, plus I'm going to send back one of the Blue Eyes. Not Abyss. I keep Abyss on the field so you're getting Chaos. So I'm going to add Chaos right back during end phase. So sending all those back into Magia. Okay. Now I got my whole end board here, right? I don't need to go any farther. The only thing else I'm going to do is maybe True Light to bring out a Blue Eyes during my opponent's turn, but I have everything I need. So I got right here, you got on field negate, monster negate, trap negate, spell negate, monster negate, and a graveyard negate. So this is a pretty hard board to get through. If somehow they destroy this or get rid of it, then it's going to bring out the alternative Ultimate Dragon, which is a towers that can't be targeted or destroyed. And then if this gets destroyed, or by battle card effect, you can bring out any light dragon. Unfortunately, not Magia, because Magia needs to be fusion summoned. So from here, we're going to pass turn, end phase, and in end phase, we'll go ahead and use Abyss effect to add the Chaos back to hand. And then you saw nothing got destroyed because of that. So just playing as a computer, not doing anything special. So before end phase, let's go ahead and use True Light's effect to set for follow-up. And we're going to go ahead and set another prayers. Okay. And now if that's not enough to have a 5,000 attack Magia, we'll go ahead and use Mausoleum of White. So I'm going to show another combo using a more guaranteed way to get Chaos Max in the field using Dragon's Ravine and Ancient Fairy Dragon, but I don't like that because then that pops Mausoleum of White. I want to leave Mausoleum on the White on the field so I can keep sending Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Right, so now we're going to go ahead and target the Magia to send a Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Oh, and then it's got 1500 attack now. Now let's use Prayers to add another Ultimate Fusion. We'll discard that. Well, we'll keep that. We don't need the single rumble at this point. We'll add Ultimate Fusion, plus just add the starter right back again. Not like we need it anymore at this point. What's even going off in the graveyard? Oh, it's letting me Fusion Summon. Which I don't have. Actually, that's what I could have done, is added another Saga. And that would have got me the Blue Eyes Ultimate Fusion, but I don't even need that. You know, put everything attacking now. We still got, let's go, True Light, Special Summon a Blue Eyes, Chaos Form. No quick effects for Chaos Max. Yeah, this is obviously plenty of attack right here. This is why I love this deck. Just nothing but huge monsters. So tired of the little level 1 fire monsters. This is insane. Nice and easy. Okay. Alright, so I'll show more combos actually, with the other version of the deck and testing this, but any questions, comments, please leave below. Stay tuned for more combos with this deck and with the other one. This is a much better hand here, seeing him right away.